Hey fellow Zedites, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City, Episode 14, Clean Slate. Man, I need the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch to kill that thing. Jesus. So Sin Cardinal, you asked a question that I answered like 10 minutes ago, which is about the why I don't include mining. So chat will fill you in. I try for the sake of, oh, the albino got in. I try for the sake of the sanity of people that watch on YouTube to not answer the same questions like ad nauseum. Is that even the proper use of ad nauseum? But yeah. But luckily, I have a chat that's pretty good at filling in the details. Oh, we got a lot of zombies coming. Look at that. Numpty, thank you for the resub. It was the proper use of ad nauseum? Thank you. Yeah, I don't... My Latin sucks. I took Latin in middle school. It's been a while. So, looks like the water amount is recovering, but due to the low wind, because right now we're using wooden wind pumps, due to the low wind, it's not really pumping quickly. So, I guess the question is, should I build an electric water pump? So the disadvantage of an electric water pump is it uses components, and obviously power, and things that use components, there we go. Things that use components can break down, and if they do break down, they require components to repair, which can become expensive component-wise. So there's a little bit of a penalty to building electric water pumps. But, yeah, maybe it's necessary if we have low water. I don't think at the moment, like, it's so low. Oh, God, that scared me so much. I don't think it's so low that, like, we're at risk of running out. And if we are, we can just turn off the irrigation sprinklers for, like, a day, and it will be fine. The needs medical treatment scared the hell out of me, because I was like, oh, no, someone got bit. No, they didn't get bit. They just have muscle parasites that freaking me out. Thanks, game, for the heart attack. Did they break down when they're turned off? No, that is true. Things that require power don't break down when they're flicked off. But then that brings me to the point I made earlier, which is the more micromanagement that I have to manage in a scenario like this, where any mistake is often fatal, is often a bad thing to have to manage. Set and forget is a lot safer than, hey chat, please remind me or everyone dies. Alright, it's gonna get really spicy in about 2 days. Got it. Alright, looks like no electric water pump. The other thing I might want to do is to switch over from rice to corn. Rice is great, but corn is a lot less effort in terms of labor, which would then free Stormguard up, which I think is going to be pretty useful. Oh man, they really just keep piling up here. Well, as soon as they're up, I will have them go fight. Alright, so the total stored water is about 2,500 liters. I think we're, as long as there's a little bit of wind, we're getting away from that like low wind scenario that I was worried about. The other thing I could do is to always put in another wind pump. I guess that's not a bad solution. Put that in there, I guess. It does not cost oh, you know what? I don't want to put the pipes there. It does not cost components, so it can't break down, which is why I'm using wind pumps. They're just less component expensive. And maybe 3 wind pumps will help supplement. I think that's a pretty good investment. Now, what's funny is I don't have beer brewing or psychoid tea brewing research done. So we have tea and beer, or rather hops and tea leaves, but no actual tea yet. At some point. Oh boy. Great. We have an electric zombie. We have a slime zombie. I wonder when we're going to see our first suicider zombie. Maybe we already have and I just didn't notice. One of the advantages of living in a ruin like we do is the suicider zombies will often just like slam into ruins and blow them up because there's so much stuff in their way, because they're pretty indiscriminate about what they blow up. They don't really care that it's colony stuff, they just care that, ooh, wall, kaboom. So yeah, we might have some natural defenses against those types of engagements just because we live in ruins. For now. Eventually, the ruins will be destroyed. Minor break risk. Okay, Stormguard, time to take a break. Because you're in serious pain, you're hungry, your rec is unfulfilled. Muscle parasites are up to 136.10 for her, and 140.10 for Guero, so we're almost halfway recovered from muscle parasites. Like, call it 2/5, because it's probably going to be 5 total treatments, so we've done 2 of 5 treatments. And we're about to ramp to, like, super bad threat, but then we're going to have a very long period of calm, which will hopefully allow me to do a significant overhaul of the road system and maybe add some additional security. Also, probably get fabrication and get some of the way over to vehicles, which would be very swell. I cannot wait to get the wheels rolling. $20 hours. Okay. 2,800 liters with the added turbine. I like it. Is the gear that's dropped by them tainted? It's not tainted, but it's almost always ruined pretty badly. So it's tattered. And it also happens to be contaminated. Now, the contamination levels are really low, meaning that we could wear it and not necessarily die. But as time progresses, the contamination levels will be ramped up as per the changelog. So sooner or later, zombie clothing won't be safe to wear. Full stop. Redfield, Fill up your food, because I'm going to need you to go shoot. Those numbers are climbing. Alright, Stormguard, join me. Zeus and you keep researching. Doing a quick survey of special zombies, making sure I'm not missing any tank zombies, although I probably would hear them in time. Albinos don't make so much noise until they're starting to unlock, though. Would it make sense to plant some cotton? Maybe, but that's something that we might find in mass out in ruins. So, like, for instance, this flooring could be pulled up for cotton, or cloth, rather. So cloth is one of those things, like, I don't think we're gonna need a whole lot of, Oh, here's a suicider. Well, found the first suicider zombie. Lovely. Stay away from my home. Oh god, that keeps scaring me! Muscle parasites! Ah! Every time it pops up, I'm like, oh no, someone got hurt! But, like, they obviously haven't. I know I'm very panicky, but, like, you need to be panicky in a scenario like this, because if you're not, you're lulled into complacency, and then you die. That was a 6110, so we're up to 297 out of 300. Would numbers show the special zombies? I don't think so. Also, my numbers is broken again, which is weird, because I was playtesting this throughout the week, and it was working fine. And now it doesn't work. Will the medical monitor improve the treatment percent? No. Not by a significant... It does a tiny quality offset, but herbal medicine's roughly 60 to 70% per tend. So with it on or off, it's still going to be like five total tendings. As I will show with Guero's tending. So Stormguard had a 10 quality of 61%, and I'll tend Guero now, and it's going to be maybe 77% at best. Nope, still another 70%. Because herbal meds have a maximum 10 quality of 70%, which means that whether the monitor is on or off, moves the needle a little bit. But due to the fact that you needed me to threshold of 300, you're not really shaving off time. Even if the medical tending is better. I did not explain that well. But, yeah. It would only shave time off if, if you got to skip a tending, which is not likely with herbals. Unfortunately. All right, yeah, water's up to 4K now, so yeah, I don't think we need an electric pump. The other question for you guys is, should I build water filtration? So water filtration would make the water safe to drink, so we would never get diarrhea. The disadvantage is it does require a lot of power, and it requires components, so it's a thing that can break down. So I've made space here to obviously put water filtration in, but whether or not you guys want me to have it, that will be left up to you. Give 2.5 minutes to vote on that. It's a rather expensive investment, but it might have us avoid, dirty water scenarios. I can turn it off and then turn it on only in cases of fallout. Yes, that would be entirely doable. So now we're on the backslide of the high threat event. It's very advantageous to kill off zombies, because as we kill up the zombies, we get to make the map safe again, allowing me to continue to build and gather resources and renovate. And boy, is there a lot of zombies. So many zombies. Zombies everywhere. Did that suicider go boom? Musta, I don't see it. I do appreciate that they blink like crazy. It would be very difficult to deal with if they didn't. Right, I might need to dismiss... Yeah, let's have you, like, take a hobo shower in the sink. I'm trying to avoid mental breaks. In fact, I think I've only had one mental break so far in this series. I've been pretty good about avoiding them. Because they're very dangerous when there's so many zombies around. You can't just, like, go wandering and not get eaten. Now it's time for another marriage? I agree. If Stormgarden and Guero want to get married, I would not stop it. Both of them are the ones suffering from muscle parasites, so it would really help to offset their mood modifiers. And you guys think that I should build water filtration, so I will do just that. I might build it and then, like, maybe not use it that often. Or possibly it will be one of the first things to go when power's limited. Oh, we're starting to get some hay. I am not going to be closing off the southern section of the map, so that's not a risk. So the question for you guys is, I'm about to finish at fabrication, and I need the next research project. So here's a big old poll for you guys to vote in, and you guys can pick. So I could go advanced fabrication. I will say that advanced fabrication isn't necessarily needed for vehicles. So it takes a long time, but isn't, like, mission critical, necessarily. Pernicious Pacey, thank you for the resub, by the way. Alternatively, we could do biofuel, which is the precursor to vehicles. Gunsmithing, heading towards gas op, would be, you know... Oh, here's gas op chainsaw. Yeah, here's the chainsaw. Would be another potential... hot water for hot water showers and the like. That would definitely bring up colony morale. For central heating, be able to heat our base up because we are in a volcanic winter, so keeping a warm base might be a little difficulty. The reason I'm leaving geothermal out is geothermal just takes so long, and right now we don't have huge power shortages, so I think it's a poor investment of time because geothermal is just is going to take ages to get going. Normally, I would say it's a good idea, but in this case, I think it's just going to be a lot of invested time. It's complicated. Oops. Orange Chaos, thank you for the gifted sub. Redfield, I think you need to take a break. No, that's... Oh yeah, that's fine. You're not going to be able to eat a meal here without having to shoot someone. And also, yes, that's a really good point, is geothermal is an insane amount of steel and components investment. It's very, very expensive. So it's one of those totally doable, but maybe better for like a wealthier colony. Five-hour tending? Okay. Fabrication is done. Currently leading is gunsmithing. And gunsmithing has won. I'm a little worried about Guero failing at this construction because he's wounded. Or sick, rather, not wounded. So with the groundwater being treated, right now it has a small disease risk because it takes a minute for the water to be filtered. But eventually, yeah, there we go. Treated, it becomes safe. That's a very strange place for you to be, Redfield. In fact, don't stand there, because standing there causes them to blob here. And if they blob, they have a chance of scaling the walls and getting you absolutely death swarmed. So, like, that's a terrible place to stand. Don't do that. Don't taunt the zombies. Oh, stop scaring me like that. It's hard on my heart. Bastards. Bastards, the lot of them. All right, fabrication bench. Let's get that built. Stormguard, you are waiting, and Zeuson's just rudely not tending you. Here, I will min-max this, because I'm sure people will tell me to. Oh, look, it was on, and I still got 55%. So she is at, as long as I get 49%, she'll be cured next tending. Oh, Lobot, thank you for the resub. And you're sending me the Bezos bucks. I appreciate it. And Orange Chaos for the gifted sub. So we are nearing the very tame time. 5 days of calm. So I'm just trying to get as many killed to take advantage of that. So we can get out there and do some road building and infrastructure building and not have to worry about getting nibbled in bits. Okay, got max possible 10 there. So I only need to hit a 20% for Guero to be cured. You might be able to see how it doesn't really matter whether the monitor is on or off. It's not going to change the total tending time. Okay, and there we go. We got a brown out. Thank you, water filtration, for probably being the straw that broke the camel's back. But luckily, I have a wood fire generator that I can just turn on for power, which is not helping. Again, you stand in the death zone. I know you're trying to, like, grab the zombie samples, but, like, my lord, he really does have a death wish. So we're about to be at 0 threat. If I clear the 48 or so zombies that are on the map, we can wander around safely. Very excited about that. I am nearing completion of the gunsmithing. I'm going to have you guys vote for next. If I was to put a thumb on the scale, I would say that moisture pump is oddly quite important. Just trying to put a thumb on the scale. So the advantage of moisture pump, to explain, is right now we're relying upon a lot of wooden walls because you can't build stone walls on mud and shallow water. And a moisture pump would kind of solve that, where we would actually have solid, non-flammable walls. And it would also solve other problems, like contamination. So another problem that we're having is that these zombies die around the lake, and because they're in water, I can't burn them. But if I moisture pumped, I could hypothetically burn the zombies if I didn't need these samples, allowing us to you actually and safely deal with the toxins. Why can't you go here? That was weird. I think it was the AI going, oh, it's not safe to be there, so we're not going to allow it. Which is this button here. Automatically avoid, except when standing drafted, which is not true. It still does it even when drafted. Gunsmithing is done, and the thumb on the scale has worked. Moisture pumps is going to be my next research project. Yeah. The real reason to start moisture pumping now is there's a lag time, right? You can't dry out a giant lake, except for the deep water. Moisture pumps don't remove deep water. You can't dry out a lake overnight. So it's one of those, it takes a while to take effect. And I want to get started prepping the lake as soon as possible so that I can actually upgrade from wooden walls. Because that is a huge vulnerability of our base until it's done. Oh, how'd you get inside? Oh, I guess the door is open. Nice shot, Redfield. Alright, all the zombies to the southeast are dealt with. These big chunkin' zombies take a lot of bullets. And I'm losing daylight, so I'm probably going to want to call it a day here. Shooting at night's a little bit more difficult. Unless you're a dirt mole. So Guero, I'm going to say if you're close to the base, you should be okay. Same with Stormguard, same with Zeusen. And same with Redfield. I'm only going to have Redfield unrestricted when he's drafted for safety. So we do have fabrication up. The other thing I'm going to want is for Guero to make a whole bunch of components, because we're going to desperately need them. So Guero, knowing that, let's keep you on the base for now. So we're in a zero threat situation for the next 4.5 or 4 1/3 days, and I want to take advantage of that as much as I can. So the game plan is to prepare the road system so that it is it's ready for vehicles, to collect all the resources that I need to make sure that I can actually make vehicles, and to make sure that the exits are not blocked. So I can go northwest, east, south, unobstructed. doing a little hunting might not be a bad idea. Actually, for now, it looks like I have enough food. But at some point, I might want to hunt and supplement our food supply as well. Turn off the wood fire? Yeah, I should probably do that. What I will do, though, is to start capturing the heat from the exhaust from the AC, because it's getting colder. It's 46 Fahrenheit. Thanks, Volcanic Winter. Yeah, they stopped making 5 meals. I don't know why. Just low priority, I guess. Getting Redfield to cook some up. And then back out there to actually do some hunting. You need it? Yeah, you need to eat. I'd rather have Stormguard actually do the... Oh, don't eat like that. I'd rather have Stormguard do the cooking, because Redfield has the rifle, and he's more effective at clearing zombies than she is by, like, significant factor. Can poop be turned into a weapon? Actually, strangely enough, yes. Poop can be fermented into chem fuel, and then using chem fuel either for fire or for rocket swarms or other Molotovs, etc. There's a lot of different weapons that use chem fuel. So yes, you can weaponize poop. I know that you were trying to make a joke, but like, legit, you can burn zombies with poop. That's not a bad strategy, to be honest. Especially rocket swarm launchers. Rocket swarm launchers, for those that do not know, well, I don't have them, but rocket swarm launchers allows you to launch a swarm of rockets, like rocket pod rockets, and they're really effective against low armored targets, basically zombies. So in the situation where we have like a tank zombie being escorted by a ton of other zombies, rocket swarm launchers would be a very effective tool to deal with escorts of tank zombies. And I fully intend to use them at some point for exactly that purpose. We've got more doctrines. And medical treatment. So this should be Stormguard getting cured. I hope. And we have 11 zombies left on the map. Losing daylight, so I might call it quits here in a sec. Tend. Alright, moisture pumps look to be getting done soon, so here is the next list. I will not try to influence you guys this time. Your choice is your own. Choose what you think is going to be most useful. So 9 zombies left, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8 of them in the pen. So there's only 1 zombie outside of the pen, and it's this guy. So there's a singular zombie that I have to worry about, which is not too bad. And Guero should be getting cured here right now, too. So Stormguard, muscle parasites are gone, and Guero's about to get cured. Nice. Done. All right, we're at full speed. All right, Guero, I am going to have you... Oh, that's not Guero. Guero, I'm going to have you construct over mine. Yes, that is true. So close to base. Why aren't you building this? Oh, because yours unrestricted. Durr. Let's try that again. All right, let's go hunt the last one so that I can unrestrict everybody and have them roam free. I don't even get a good shot on this thing without it, like, eating me. Go up here. All right, we are safe. Unrestrict. Every single zombie that could bite me is not a threat at the moment. Awesome. Now, I don't know... It doesn't look like I cut too many granite chunks, unfortunately. So we're a little low on granite for the wall expansion, but that's okay. All right, Stormguard, I'm going to have not do any more farming for a bit, so I can take advantage of the free time. You guys want biofuel refining next? Got it. And that is the precursor to vehicles. Time to open the mystery room? Sure. It was pretty boring. Don't know what else to say. Now the mystery has been answered. There was nothing in there. Alright, I don't want you running around extracting zombie serum. Don't really care about that. What is everyone else working on? You're viewing art. Yeah, don't. It's now wood. In fact, deconstruct this door, and then deconstruct this solar panel, because I'm going to take the components home, and then eventually the steel. Trying to keep them from doing dumb things, spending their time poorly. I think what I really want is Guero to make components, so I'm going to prioritize smithing for him and have him grind out components on the component bench, or the fab bench. While at the same time prioritizing breaking down like auto doors and other things that break down to components, so that when it comes time to actually construct a vehicle, I have the materials required. So there's some auto doors down here that are queued to be broken. And that's probably going to come tomorrow, because everybody is tired. Am I planning on making the first possible vehicles? That's already answered in the details. No vehicles past Tier 1 are enabled for this series, as it would be a pretty serious gameplay imbalance. How many zombies are in reachable places? 8. I already counted them. If you mouse over when you have low numbers, it will show you where they are. And they're all sequestered. I don't need to worry about them. And we are at 0 threat for another 2 days. So, I think I'm going to start micromanaging pretty hard, leaning in, to actually get stuff done, because they are just doing, like, base tending garbage, which I don't care about. I want to get the walls done. So, Redfield, you are no longer going to cook over construct. In fact, I could just do that for now. Don't tend the farm. Don't care about the farm. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 15th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you in the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie slayers,